Hello, hello, what is up everybody? Krillic here, back in action with some K-Kraft. As you can see, Mr. Gerrmanman and Sin, he is online at the moment. I think he's AFK, maybe doing something he's not supposed to, like having a smoke. Smoking is bad for you, remember that everybody. Nah, I love him. He has been doing a ton of work. He did all the walls, and me and him did up the water streams here. This lower level might not be the most efficient because a slime can come up and jump up, right? But you know what? It's going to work, and as we get in more levels, it's going to be fine. It's not a big deal. And worst case, we can always just jack this up another level and disable any of the big guys spawning down here. And that would completely fix the problem as is. But there you can see a slime. And he's cruising along. See, he jumped up because he was tracking me. Get dead. I have so many slime balls. It's almost like, why am I building this farm? But no, I wanted to show you guys the last little part to this farm, really. We're basically at that point. Now, for those of you that don't know, in 1.8.1, there is a change that happened with slimes. Slimes will now swim, and they swim against the current, and they fight the current, and all that kind of stuff. So as you saw there, he fought against this current this way to jump up and get me. So they kind of have a little bit more of a player AI, especially when tracking. But when not tracking, that's a different story. So here we have, you see the water canals going all around. Yeah, basically all around. I can't remember, I think in this corner. Yeah, so this one goes this way and this one goes that way. And it's all working its way over to that far corner there. Now, for the most part, we just want an auto killer with auto collection, right? So you're talking, you know, hoppers, all that kind of stuff. So I set up this little corner section. We have stairs, and these automatically push you up and over, and it'll automatically push the slimes against this wall. Now that is not a requirement. They don't need to be against a wall, but that's just kind of the way the water works at this stage. So basically you'll see here I have 3 signs along the bottom holding back the water, and then 2 rows of signs like this, so that even big slimes can pass through this section. And basically what we need to do is we need to place 1 water there, another water there. That should make that an infinite pool. And we remove the dirt. Okay, now what this will do is it's similar to some squid farms and stuff that you guys might be familiar with, but it makes it so that, you know, they're gonna drown anywhere in that block. So there's a guy there. I'd like to get out and make sure that he drowns, but as you can see, they're jumping up, so I might have to disable this lower level, which is kind of a shame. I didn't really want to, but oh my god, look at all the slimes. Oh dear lord. Okay, let's get up and out. I want them to track me a little bit, but I don't want them to be able to get out. Okay, so he goes in. He should go and make his way all the way over. See, he's fighting the water stream there. Oh my god, look at all the slimes. Oh, wow. Okay, let's just zoom a little bit away here. Let's just move away, and we'll see how it goes. Sorry about that. A little bit of buddy. Little buddy. Alrighty, so the slimes should have maneuvered their way over. Let's see. Yeah. See, I'm wondering a little bit. Like, it depends on how much they can fight the water and what they do. So, I can't really tell if they're dying or not from up here, can I? So I guess we'll head on down a little bit so that we can take a look. There we go. Build a little staircase. I said build a staircase. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so there you go. He is stuck in there. It doesn't look like he... Okay, no, they can fight because they're tracking me. See them fight the water? That is a new change. So if I actually go away, hopefully we should have some slime balls in that location. Alright, let's wait a little bit. Drowning traps take a little bit of time, so I'm not too worried. We don't need this to be super fast, okay? If I wanted this to be super fast, I would set this up on the surface in a swamp and just do mass slime farm instead of all this. I wanted this to get resources and to get just a consistent setup of slimes, okay? Let's take a quick glance. Okay, we got a big guy in there. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Okay. I'll be right back and we'll see if we get any slime balls. Okay, so let's give this a quick check. Definitely have had a few come through. And as you can see, there is some deaths. Holy, I got that 15 FPS bug again. Alright, there we go. That fixed it. So there's definitely been a few that have died in here. Let's see how many slime balls we have, though. Just for science case. I think there's still a big guy back there. But as you can see, they are pretty much stuck. And you can see also here, live, how the little guys can swim to the top. Now again, the only reason they're tracking and able to fight like this is because I am here. So, I mean, yeah. A decent amount of slime balls. It's working. So all I have to do is I have to replace the floor with a little hopper system, and we'll build on from there. Fighting this water. Man, I feel like slimes do it better than I do. But this is practically done. So we got to set up the auto collection system, and I'd say that we are finito. I don't really see a need to continue on down here. Definitely going to take some of our loot and stuff like that up, and I have to get cooking some glass, and I really need to get equipped. So I'm gonna go do all those things. Maybe Mr. Sin will give me a hand with that. I built a slime floor though. Boing, 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 boing. And we'll get the rest going here right away. Alrighty there, folks. I am back with a few items in my inventory. You'll see here that I made a nice little room to get into the backside. And we have our slime farm down here, just with some simple hoppers and into a chest for now. Now, I dug out a little bit. I had a little bit of a lava situation that I got rid of. And I think that it's time to start automating this thing. So, instead of a chest, which, I mean, works pretty well, right? We're going to be putting these into a dropper. Well, that's strange. Why does it show the cracking for both chests when it only breaks one? Anybody else find that strange? Because I do. Alright, we'll move that like that. Now, so this is going to go into a... How am I going to do that? I kind of need ice underneath it. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? We got a little bit of a problem here. We need these to be one higher. That's a tough one. Let me be right back when I figure that one out. Alrighty, so we're back here. I grabbed a few more items that I needed, and we are going to start out by making a dropper elevator, item elevator, to go up a few blocks, and then into our massive item elevator to get the slime balls up to surface so that we don't ever have to come down here unless we want to do work on the slime farm. Alrighty, so we have the hopper here with our slime balls in them, And we need those to go into some droppers facing upwards, because we need to get ice underneath these. So we're going to go up. As you can see, the hopper's putting it into the dropper. Hopefully I don't run into any lava. Okay, there we go. And 3. So we're just going to go up an odd number here. Nothing too crazy, but you'll see that they're still stuck in this dropper. The reason being is a dropper requires a redstone signal to activate it. Okay, so let me just move this staircase. I need a little bit more room here. Maybe we'll just do this instead and remove that torch. Okay, we got the chest removed. Beautiful. Okay, that should work for right now, I think. Nothing like clearing out a little room. I have a better pick, thankfully. Nice little work pick and a nice little sword. I haven't enchanted the shovel yet, though. We got a few mob farms and this and that that I'll show you guys here maybe at the end of the video. But first of all, we need a comparator to pull the signal, like so, off the dropper. So as you can see, because there's items in this dropper, the block has a signal, right? And then we're just going to need a few little blocks here. This is a pretty simple setup, but for those of you that don't know, it's useful, right? And we're just going to throw a redstone repeater through, like so. Okay, and you'll see that those items one of those items has moved all the way up. Okay, you can see that there because it got one signal. All right, but now this is kind of locked, right? So we need to make sure that this repeats itself a few times so that we can get it continually going. So let me set that up and I'll be right back and I'll show you guys how to do that. Alrighty, so I got this all done. As you can see, apparently, we are looking at it here. We got the 3 droppers. There's the redstone torch on the back side of that block with one right above it, and this one going into the dropper. So if I add, say, 4 slime balls into the hopper, you do need the hopper to make this work, and you'll see them pop on out the top dropper. Okay, not the fastest thing in the world, but it's going to work. And there we go, we should be back at 21. And this disables, right? So it's not an active clock, which is nice. It only operates when we get everything put together. Now, the last thing that we need to do is we need this to get into this dropper. Ooh, okay. That might be a pain. You know what? Let's do just a simple water stream. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll do this, like this. Lack of headroom. Lack of headroom. Okay. And, maybe we'll even do ice. Ice might be nice. We'll put this guy right there. And we can do a little bit of ice. Hopefully it doesn't melt. I don't think it should, but there is some lava nearby, so we'll find out soon enough. You know what? We only need 1. Only need 1. I'm going to have to get a hopper for right here, and that's going to go into our dropper. Nope, not like that. No. Stop it. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Let's do this and that. There we go. So the dropper there, that is going to do all that we need it to do. It's going to drop the items into a water stream. No different than what I did right there. Okay. So we need a hopper to put items into that dropper, and then we should be good to go. So I'm going to go quickly grab a hopper, and we'll get this thing short up right quick. I wonder if I have any glass down here. And I guess we'll find out if that ice melts at the same time. So again, I apologize for it being somewhat choppy. I don't have everything that I need with me apparently, and I thought I did, but I'll be right back and we'll get this thing hopefully almost all done. Alrighty, I'm back here. We're just cruising on down. Let's set this bad boy up. The ice is not melted, so that's good. So we'll just place the hopper attached right into the dropper like that. And you know what? Just to be sure, I'm just going to coat this in cobble. Just in case it does melt. That way it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, and then we need just a little stop to the water channel. And voila. So now, if I activate this bad boy, it should push the blocks. There we go, there we go, there we go. It working. Got the slime coming in. And you should see them in this hopper. Come on. Where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, never mind. They should be in the dropper, not the hopper. Okay, so we have items in the dropper exactly where we need them. That is perfect. So 6 slime balls so far. Beautiful. I love it. So at this point here, we are able to basically build out the rest of this farm. I'm going to slightly do that here. Let's just do a little cobble to the desired location, and we'll set it up from there. Any bad guys? No. Okay, that's good. This kind of avoids a little bit of that lava. I might have to do some redstone over there, so I might have to mine that out a little bit more than I maybe wanted to, but it should do the job. So basically, we are going to have ice on this level right here. Take that. Bingo. Like so. And then at the very end here, no ice. Okay. Now this here is going to be solid blocks like that. And this guy here is glass. Okay, let's get some glass on the bar. Bingo and bango. Beautiful. Now we need a couple fence posts, like so. The reason you have these as glass is so that the fence doesn't connect, so that items can pass through it. Okay, that's the reasoning. Okay, looking pretty good. I'm probably going to change out all these blocks here to something a little nicer. But this is essentially where you start your glass item elevator, is at this point right here. So you fill all of this in with glass, and that's the start of your elevator right there. So things are going to start moving on up into that canal as soon as we finish this setup. So basically you place in water like that. This dropper is going to fire items out, and they're going to head into the elevator here and head on up to surface. So I'm going to clear out a little bit of this obsidian, and hopefully there's no major lava or anything like that. So I'm going to clear this out a little bit, and then we can do the clock. See? Lava. Lots of lava. Okay, so the dropper is at that height, so we actually need to go to there. Oh boy, this is going to take a lot of mining. I'll be back when I am done all this obsidian mining. Good times, good times. Alrighty, so I got a little area over here to start up our redstone stuff. Me and Sin are having a fun conversation about how I actually have everything that I need now, and yeah, it's usually not the case. For those of you that play Minecraft, you guys know this. So we have our whatchamacallit right here, right? Our dropper. Okay. Now this might be a little more complicated than I thought, just because of the way it's set up. I mean, normally what you do is you plant it off a side and back, but with that there, maybe we can do it still. Maybe we can do it. So basically what we need to do is we need a comparator to come off of the dropper. Okay, that'll tell us if there's items in the dropper and go from there. Okay, so that's going to be our first signal. So then we need, yeah, see, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. I don't think I can. We might need to rearrange this a bit. We might need to come this way and then shoot it down. Well, let me reconfigure this and I'll be back with you guys. Alrighty, so we're back. I moved the dropper over a little bit here, and that's going to work out so much better. So much better. I hope that this ice stays intact. I'm not positive on that, but we'll find out. I don't think a comparator gives off any light level, but who knows. So we're at 9 there, still at 9. So I don't think it gives off any even when it's lit, but I don't know that for sure. So don't quote me on that. And then from there, it goes into a block. We're going to pull the signal from that block, like so, with a repeater. Put down a little redstone dust. Oh my god, I've had to mine out 33 obsidian to do this. And you make a nice little T like that. You get the redstone going back into the comparator and then back into the dropper with a repeater so that those don't connect. Now basically all we need to do is put this in here like that, and we can test this. We can test it. Now, let's see. How am I going to get down? Redstone problems, right? Alright, there we go. So I'm going to place 3 slime balls in that hopper. We're going to get that thing going. Aha! And 3. Shot out. Beautiful. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's give this another quick test without me there to pick up the items. So you get that clicking, mainly because that's how droppers work, in case you didn't know. And voila, we got all 3 at the top of the glass. Beautiful. So basically, we are at the point now where we have a fully functional glass item elevator. Voila. The redstone is all functioning beautifully. Everything's working. Now I just have to dig up to surface and get this thing on lockdown. The only other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fully enclose in this water stream. There's no real need to have it open, and you don't want any blocks potentially glitching, you know, up and out of the water canal. From everything I've tested, it doesn't happen very often. But, yeah. So, basically, I'm going to keep this a solid block. I'm going to see where we end up when we dig up. Always put down a torch. Remember that, folks. When digging straight up, always use a torch. But I'm cruising on up here, and I'm going to check the time on this video. We're probably a little bit overdue on time, so that's probably going to be good for a second episode, I think. Got to do a little bit of the technical stuff. Didn't get quite as much done that I wanted to, but you know, progression takes time, right? So we're going to make this awesome, and to do that, it takes time. I'd like to also thank you guys that are still watching the video for the love and the etc. that you guys gave on the last episode of K-Kraft, and it's very much appreciated. I'm gonna hope to get together with some of the guys here, Sin and German and all them, to do some you know, more collaborative and just even maybe just chatting while we do some of this work. But for right now, it's kind of an awkward time for some of them. So, Yeah, anyways, like, I think Sin is, I think it's super late for him. Oh my lord, I'm gonna, like, fill up with slime balls building this thing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more K-Kraft. Also, make sure you check out all of my modded series. Lots of good things going on there. Whether it's the Direwolf 20 single-player pack or my Mod Sauce pack. Both of which I'm playing at the same time like a crazy person. But I'll catch you guys next time.